Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. As Iran tries to recover from the attacks from Israel and the U.S., it might think that financial and military assistance is on the way from its partners across the globe: China, Russia, and North Korea. All three countries were instrumental in Iran building its nuclear program. North Korea designed the tunnels, China was instrumental in building the complex, and Russia has hundreds of technicians working in Iran. But China, Russia, and North Korea don't appear eager to rush to Iran's side. A big reason: President Trump's decision to insert the U.S. into Israel's assault on Iran by hitting those nuclear targets. This has made helping Tehran recover far riskier and more geopolitically dangerous. China's in the middle of trade talks with the Trump administration, which has placed high tariffs on Chinese imports. Russia may be eager to maintain goodwill with Trump, who has so far rejected new sanctions against Russia to force it to end the war in Ukraine. North Korea, with limited resources, is already engaged in a foreign war in Russia. French police have detained 12 people following a disturbing wave of reported syringe attacks during the nationwide Fête de la Musique festival, with 145 individuals across the country claiming they were pricked by needles, 13 of them in Paris alone. Authorities say it's still unclear whether the victims were injected with date rape drugs, which can leave individuals disoriented or unconscious. Toxicology tests are underway as investigations continue. The festival, which drew unprecedented crowds to the streets of Paris, also saw 371 arrests nationwide. Officials are taking these so-called needle spiking incidents seriously, especially after feminist influencers warned of online threats targeting women ahead of the event. If you haven't been following New York City politics, you might not know that there is a mayoral race going on in the Big Apple. Incumbent Eric Adams is running as an independent. Guardian Angels founder Curtis Sliwa is running as a Republican candidate. Former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo and Zohran Mamdani were the Democrat candidates. That was until Tuesday night when Cuomo conceded the Democratic primary to Mamdani. But what is significant about Mamdani's win: if he should go on to win the general election and become mayor of New York City, he will be the first Muslim mayor in NYC. He is also a Democratic socialist. His platform includes new taxes on those making over $1 million a year, freezing rents on rent-stabilized apartments, investing $70 billion in publicly subsidized housing, providing free bus service, and opening government-run grocery stores. "I can't believe I even need to say this, but socialism doesn't work," said Anthony Pompliano, CEO of Professional Capital Management, a Bitcoin-focused financial services company. "It has failed in every American city it was tried." Mamdani will face off against his Republican and independent competitors in November. A family birthday celebration turned tragic over the weekend when a boat carrying 10 people capsized during a sudden thunderstorm on Lake Tahoe, killing 8 people. Among the victims were 37-year-old DoorDash executive Josh Pickles of San Francisco, both his parents and his uncle. The family had gathered to celebrate retired Apple employee Paula Bozanovic's birthday on a recently purchased boat, which was overwhelmed with waves near DL Bliss State Park. The accident, considered one of the deadliest in Lake Tahoe's recent history, also claimed the lives of 3 New Yorkers and a Californian. Meteorologists said the storm, with winds topping 35 miles per hour and waves reaching over 8 feet, was far more intense than expected. 2 survivors were rescued, but investigations are ongoing. A federal judge has approved a groundbreaking $2.8 billion antitrust settlement that will fundamentally change college sports, allowing schools to pay athletes directly through name, image, and likeness deals. The agreement stems from lawsuits, including one filed by former Arizona State swimmer Grant House, that challenged the NCAA's ban on direct payments. Under the settlement, Division I schools can now share up to $20.5 million annually with athletes, using revenue from media rights, ticket sales, and sponsorships. While schools will continue offering scholarships, this new system recognizes athletes' role in generating billions of dollars for their institutions. The deal also includes $2.7 billion in back pay for athletes who played between 2016 and 2024. Legal and legislative questions remain, including whether athletes should be considered employees and whether Congress will grant the NCAA an antitrust exemption to prevent further lawsuits. Thanks for watching Braintree today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
Hi, I'm Tom Lyons, a retired captain from the Quincy Fire Department and the author of the book Fighting Fire, A Proactive Approach. Cooking is the leading cause of home fires. Unattended cooking is the leading cause of these fires and related deaths. Therefore, keep a close eye on your cooking. If you must leave the kitchen, bring a utensil with you as a reminder of your efforts. Set a timer for food taking longer to cook. Turn pot handles towards the back of the stove. Keep a lid nearby when cooking. If a small grease fire starts, slide the lid over the pan and shut off the burner. You can take an active role in your safety. Cooking safety starts with you.
Welcome back. A cornhole fundraiser to benefit Marissa's Mission is set for Sunday, July 27th at 1 p.m. at the Norfolk County Sheriff's Department in Braintree. Hosted by Boston Bags, the event will feature food trucks, a DJ, raffles, and plenty of fun, all to support Marissa's Mission and their 2025 Falmouth Road Race team. Registration is $100 per team, and participants are encouraged to sign up soon, as space is limited. To register, Venmo Lisa-Mulcairn and get ready to toss for a cause. Braintree High School is gearing up for its annual flag football camp this summer, welcoming boys and girls entering grades 1 through 6. The camp runs in 2 sessions, week 1 from July 14th to the 17th, and week 2 from July 21st to the 24th at 128 Town Street. Coached by BHS varsity head coach Lee Carlson, each session includes agility drills, position-specific training, and both 5 versus 5 and 7 versus 7 competition. The registration fee is $150, and parents can sign up by emailing lee.richard.carlson@gmail.com. For more information and updates, follow at Braintree Flag Football Camp on Facebook. Braintree is gearing up for its biggest celebration of the year, as Braintree Day returns this Saturday, June 28th, just ahead of the July 4th weekend, with a full day of patriotic fun, food, and fireworks. The festivities kick off with a parade at 11:45 a.m., starting from the RMV and ending at the Hollis Elementary School. Starting at 4 p.m., the celebration moves to Braintree High School, where nearly 20 food trucks, live music, a petting zoo, and inflatable obstacle courses will keep families entertained until the grand finale, a dazzling fireworks display at 9:30 p.m. You can watch the parade on BCAM TV's public channel, Comcast Channel 9 and HD Channel 1073, and Verizon Channel 28 and HD Channel 2128, or on youtube.com/BCAMTV. Thayer Public Library began its summer hours, operating Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., while remaining closed on Saturdays through August 30th. The library will also close early at 5 p.m. on Thursday, July 3rd, and will be closed all day Friday, July 4th in observance of Independence Day. The library will also be closed on July 8th and July 9th for maintenance repairs. For 24/7 access to ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, and more, visit www.thayerpubliclibrary.org. Braintree's Public Health Department is launching a weekly blood pressure clinic open to residents every Tuesday from 4 to 5 p.m. at Town Hall. Hosted by public health nurse Jillian Morris, the free service aims to help community members monitor their heart health and get early advice on managing blood pressure. For more details or questions, residents are encouraged to contact Nurse Morris at 781-794-8092. Food Truck Wednesdays have begun in Braintree for the summer and will run weekly through August 27th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Highlands Blue Playground near South Street and Cats Academy. Hosted in partnership with the South Shore Food Truck Association, the event will feature a rotating lineup of local food trucks offering residents a chance to enjoy dinner picnic style on the lawn. Organizers encourage attendees to bring blankets and check the association's social media pages each week for updates on which trucks will be serving. Thank you for watching Braintree today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Breaking news from Thayer Public Library. Our summer reading program is about to transform your summer into the ultimate gaming adventure.
That's right. From June 16th through August 14th, readers of all ages can level up at your library. Summer reading is fun for all ages, from the littlest ones in the family listening to stories and older children reading on their own.
Yes, to teens, adults, and seniors. You can read, you can listen, you can download, it all counts.
Here with us now is our gaming pro to tell you what you may find at the scene of the library's upcoming games extravaganza.
That's right. You can play this game and more at the Epic Games Extravaganza on Thursday, June 26th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. The entire library will transform into a gaming paradise.
There will be jigsaw puzzles, bingo, giant games like Jenga, video games, and so much more. You can drop in for an hour or stay all day.
There'll be plenty of snacks and drinks on hand to keep your energy levels up while you're having fun at the library.
As our resident gaming expert, I can confirm this summer is going to be epic. But let's break down what level up at your library really means. So reading over the summer is like gaining XP, experience points. The more you read, the higher your level. Log your reading, write reviews, and visit the library to keep up on your leveling.
Right, and remember, reading isn't the only way to level up this summer. We have weekly events, challenges, and prizes for participants of all ages.
Looking forward to outdoor story times at the parks, a puppet show, an event with one-up games, and more. And remember, every Friday from 10 to noon is drop-in family board games and playtime with the library's wonderful teen volunteers on hand to help out.
In this exclusive report, we've learned that readers who join our summer program have shown increased skills in concentration, imagination, and fun having. Teens can level up at your library too, with many activities and events planned to keep them involved over the summer.
The Games Extravaganza kickoff event on June 26th is just the beginning. The entire summer will feature game-themed activities, reading challenges, and adventures for everyone.
Registration begins June 16th. Visit Thayer Public Library in person or check out our website for more details.
Level up at your library.
Yeah!
Thayer Public Library Summer Reading Program, June 16th through August 14th. We can't wait to game with you.
Welcome back to Braintree today. Now let's get right into more stories. On Tuesday, Governor Maura Healey visited Braintree Town Hall to announce a major new initiative, the Mass Ready Act, a nearly $3 billion bond bill aimed at preparing Massachusetts for the growing impact of climate change. The bill boosts critical infrastructure like roads and bridges, creates a climate resilience fund, streamlines permitting for housing and environmental projects, supports coastal and farming economies, and invests in clean water, flood protection, and wildlife conservation. Governor Healey made the announcement near the site of a recent dam removal project in Braintree, one that has improved neighborhood safety and restored natural river flow for the first time in over 200 years at the Manatequit River. In her remarks, Governor Healey said, quote, "The Mass Ready Act is an investment in our infrastructure and in our communities. It will save people money and jumpstart housing by streamlining the permitting process. This legislation will help our Communities, get ready for the challenges ahead and make sure our families and neighborhoods stay safe, end quote. A new school designed for students with learning differences is coming to the South Shore this fall. The STARS School and Learning Center is a private, nonprofit day school serving children in grades 1 through 5 with dyslexia and other language-based learning differences that is set to open on September 4th, 2025 at 163 Libby Parkway in Weymouth. Jennifer Curtis Whipple, CEO of South Shore STARS, says the goal is to support students closer to home, especially those who currently spend hours each week commuting for the help they need. The building, formerly used as office space, now spans 30,000 square feet across 3 floors. It also houses early education and after-school programs. The new school features classrooms designed for small group instruction, multisensory learning, and specialized support for students with ADHD and dyslexia. The school includes a literacy lab, sensory support room, flexible learning spaces, and a secure outdoor play area. Enrollment is open year-round, including mid-year transfers. At full capacity, STARS will serve up to 100 students. To learn more, visit southshorestars.org/STARS School Learning Center. Weymouth is set to kick off Independence Day celebrations a day early with its annual July 3rd beach party and fireworks, running from 5 to 10:30 p.m. at George Lane, Wessagusset Beach. The free event will feature live music from the new band, a variety of food trucks, and a fireworks display set to begin at 9:30 p.m. Shuttle buses will run from the McCulloch Building at 182 Green Street in North Weymouth, starting at 5 p.m., with return service available after the show. For more details, visit weymouth.ma.us/home/community events. It's shaping up to be a lively weekend across the South Shore, with celebrations that highlight community pride, family fun, and summertime tradition. Thanks kick off in Quincy on Saturday, where Kids Fest takes over Hancock Adams Common from noon to 8 p.m. Families can enjoy puppet shows, live music, science exhibits, a petting zoo, and hands-on activities for kids of all ages, all for free. Some workshops, like robotics and animal encounters, do require advanced registration on quincyma.gov. Over in Hingham, adults can celebrate Pride Month with a scenic pride hike at Weir River Farm, starting Saturday at 10 a.m. The guided walk wraps up with muffins, mimosas, and a chance to mingle. You can find tickets at thetrustees.org. It's been 50 years since the iconic shark thriller Jaws first hit the big screen, and Martha's Vineyard is celebrating the milestone of the film that helped put the island on the map. Released on June 20th, 1975, and directed by Steven Spielberg, Jaws was famously filmed on the Vineyard and became a cultural phenomenon, known for its chilling 2-note score by composer John Williams. The Martha's Vineyard Chamber of Commerce says the movie still draws visitors eager to see the real-life locations that stood in for the fictional Amity Island. A special exhibit, Jaws at 50, A Deeper Dive, is currently on display at the Martha's Vineyard Museum through September 7th, highlighting the locals who brought the blockbuster to life. Meanwhile, National Geographic and Amblin documentaries are set to premiere Jaws at 50, The Definitive Inside Story, later this month on Nat Geo and Disney+. Thanks for watching Braintree today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment. Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now, here are 3 must-watch movies that'll have you glued to the screen all weekend long. First, Titan, the Ocean Gate Disaster is a documentary detailing Ocean Gate's Titan tourist submersible that imploded in 2023 on a deep sea dive to the Titanic. Detailing how a bold vision ended in tragedy, the documentary is directed by Mark Monroe, and you can watch Titan, the Ocean Gate Disaster now on Netflix. Up next, Greenfell Uncovered is a documentary that examines the disturbing chain of events that led to the Greenfell Tower fire in 2017. By uncovering actions taken by business and government years before the tragedy, the film shines a light on how it could have been prevented, and 72 lives could have been saved. The documentary gives a platform to survivors, bereaved families, and firefighters to share their story. You can watch Greenfell Uncovered now on Netflix. And finally, California King follows Perry, a mattress store manager who hatches a wild plan to impress the girl of his dreams. But his efforts go off the rails when his fake kidnapping of her brother gets more complicated than he expected. The film stars Victoria Justice and Travis Bennett. You can watch California King now on Hulu. That'll do it for news today. Remember, if you're a customer of Verizon, you can watch BCAM TV in high definition on channel 2128. You can also now see us in high definition on Comcast on channel 1073. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll see you next time.